Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Devil May Cry 5. Now, as you know, Devil May Cry 5 is a 2019 action-adventure game that is meant to take place 5 years after Devil May Cry 5 and is meant to sort of go back to the original continuity after the controversial game DMC Devil May Cry, which I liked while some people hated. Now, pretty much the premise of the game is that you play as Nero, Dante, and V, which you end up going to a city that has which a sort of demonic tree known as the Quilllof has been planted in the city, which has killed people for their blood, and it's up to you as the three main characters to try and stop it. Now, each character has a different sort of style. With Nero is after losing his arm to a mysterious person, he ends up having a sort of more prosthetic arm that acts like a different ability. And when you kind of got Dante, he still kind of keeps his sword Sparta, but throughout the game, after you defeat an enemy, you can use basically things from weaponry and other things. And Dante in this one looks a bit more scruffier, more sort of unexperienced, but does keep the same comedy gold that fans did enjoy. Now, when you've got the new character V, he's kind of like walking a tank. He's kind of meant to be more frailer, more weaker, and kind of can summon a bird, a panther, and a golem. And the point of them is that they help take down the enemies. When the enemies are weakened, you can take them down with your stick. And throughout it, we are also introduced to some new characters. For example, when you kind of got Nero's friend, Nico, she's kind of like if Applejack was a bit more tomboyish. And what's actually interesting is that her father is meant to be August from Devil May Cry 4. And you can tell from Nico's expression that she hates her father with a passion. And it's also an interesting note that the anime series is sort of referenced from Devil May Cry, the anime series, to Devil May Cry 5. For example, we are introduced to Morrison, who, instead of the anime version, is meant to be African American, which implies that the Morrison we saw in Devil May Cry, the anime series, was meant to sort of be his kind of decoy. And when you got Patty, she shows up on the phone talking to Dante about her birthday party. And I would also say what I do like about Devil May Cry 5, it's kind of this message about Nero eventually becoming the new protagonist. And you kind of have a moment with Dante being a more older, more slower, is that hint that eventually Dante is going to leave. And I would say with V, it's kind of obvious to who V is. Again, they don't really hide it too well, but I think that was the point of the game. Now, with Devil May Cry 5, there is some references or concepts used from DMC Devil May Cry. For example, you kind of have the rating system for how well you're taking down enemies. You also kind of have when Nico sort of jams a cigarette in a demon's face. That's meant to be a reference from when Dante did it in the first promotional trailer. And an interesting note about Devil May Cry 5 is also the fact that the songs have a different meaning. For example, Devil Trigger is more trying to be engaged, more kind of bang bang, go through it. And when you've got the song This Is Your Legacy, it's meant to be Dante passing on the abilities to Nero. And I do think the ending had some moments where it could have done stuff. For example, when you kind of have Dante and Nat sort of leaving to sort of try and close the demon portal, you kind of could have had a moment where Nero walks down from the rubble and says to Trish, Lady, and Nico that they're gone, showing them the book, which could have been that moment they could have done it, but again, I get it, deadline and time. And I do think Devil May Cry 5 ends things on a good note. And I think it's a shame that DMC Devil May Cry couldn't give that proper ending. And an interesting note is that there is a enhanced version on the PS5 and Xbox XS known as Devil May Cry 5, the special edition, where you have the features to play as Virgil as a playable character. And yeah, almost all the original cast do return, so it does feel like it brings the old element back. So I think Devil May Cry 5 deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still right. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.